Let's go. Excuse me. Sorry. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys have enjoyed your week. I have enjoyed my week. It was a pretty good week, and I'm not even here to talk about the weekend yet. If you're watching this video for the first time, I hope that you all click that subscribe button, and also make sure that you share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you choose to share our videos. Shout out to the people when I post that when I post our new video on Instagram and I ask you to tag somebody. Shout out to those that actually tag about 3 or 4 friends. You know, I would love for you to tag your friends, tell them to watch the video, or click the link inside the more info box. Just trying to get more eyes back on the show. If you are not a sponsor to our show, please sponsor our show if you can. It's $4.99 a month to sponsor our show. You'll get the videos early. You'll get to be able to do a live stream with us, sponsors only. And I want to give a shout out to 5 new sponsors to our show, and their names are Daniel Lowry, Muli Salem, Joshua Oxendine, Adrian H, and Kenny J 731. Thank you to you guys for sponsoring our channel. On Tuesday, we are doing again. This Tuesday, January.
You took the calendar down.
I know I don't even have a calendar. I feel so
The
30th. January 30th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's right after Monday's video. We are doing a live stream at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. So if you are a sponsor, you'll be able to come to the show and watch us and talk to us. And also, I have some questions that I would like to ask you guys. So I want you all to tune in on Tuesday, January 30th, 6 p.m., sponsors only. And another thing for the sponsors, tomorrow night, you're probably watching this video right now, and it's Friday. But if you're watching this video before Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on January 26th, head on over to the community section, sponsors only. We are interviewing Emmy Award winner Lena Waithe, who is also the creator of the new show on Showtime, The Chi. We are interviewing her, and if you have any questions that you would like for us to ask her, or any questions that you personally want to ask her, please make sure that you drop your question in the comment section where it just says Lena Waithe sponsors only. So we're going to get into this video. I want to say shout out to everyone who watched Tuesday's video. On Tuesday's video, we discussed Monique, and that was basically like the main topic, like everyone wanted to discuss. And I really enjoyed comments. I love the back and forth. Somebody had to tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about Monique because you're a man." What kind of shit is that?
That's why.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
People just don't.
Do you know how many topics we talk about men and women?
People just
how
don't.
dare you say you shouldn't do? You shouldn't.
Yeah. Now what would that be like if I told a woman you shouldn't talk about certain issues because you're a woman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people don't think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, it was good to see
They just don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get that. Like, she was like, you should not.
And I'm sure she was serious.
And I said, GTFHWBS. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I was about to say, what is that? Because that's a lot of.
Yeah, I hope I said it right. And if I didn't say it right, goddamn it, you know what the hell I meant. And that's all I said. And I liked her comment and put a heart on it because, come on, we talk about so many issues. Even when we get it wrong, at least we are not afraid to tackle the topic, whether you agree with us or not. And that's what I love about our channel. It's always going to be agreements and disagreements. And, I loved seeing people agree with Monique, and some people just didn't agree, and just some comments just were not, but hey, everybody got an opinion, and I love to hear it. Now, y'all know how we feel about the Monique situation. Pretty much with me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Monique is still keeping Amy Schumer in her mouth. And I'm trying to understand why she's still making Amy Schumer the topic. Amy Schumer made $40-something million. Doesn't make sense. All of this, almost. Girl, Nobody's talking about Almost Christmas, and nobody's talking about whatever movie Amy Schumer put out a couple months ago, or however long ago it was. Nobody cares about that. Right now, Amy Schumer is more popular than Monique. She's not funnier than Monique, but
she's in what's in demand. And I had this conversation on my live last night with one of my followers, and I was trying to explain that to her because we had a double live. Oh, it was like talking to this wall. She just would not. She didn't get it. Young.
What was she saying?
She was so into Monique has done this, and Precious brought in this amount of money, and Monique has this long resume, and how dare. And I kept explaining to her. I said, but Monique is no longer in demand. I said, one of these days, Beyonce's not going to be in demand. And she's not going to be able to get, let's just throw out a number, $20 million 30 years from now, the way she probably was able to get $20 million today to perform somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just, that's what happens. And I tried to explain to her, I said, look at Whoopi Goldberg, prime example. Whoopi Goldberg was at the top of her game in the 80s and early 90s. But nobody's hiring her like that.
Yeah.
That's why she's on The View. Oh no, what are you talking about? She's on The View. Like, that show is so popular.
But she talks about how many times she can't get a job. She always talks about it.
To her. I was trying to explain. You didn't hear what I just said? This one was young
and full of confidence.
And just not there.
Yeah.
She wasn't getting it. Her whole thing is Whoopi Goldberg's on The View, so somehow she's in demand. And I'm trying to explain to her, no, that's why she's on The View.
Do you think if Whoopi was in demand, do you think she would be on time to be reading the president every day?
Right.
And today she took a sick day. But no.
You saw, real quick, Lena Waithe, you said she is an Emmy winner?
Yes, Emmy award winner.
Okay, I just want to make. Oh yeah, she is.
Yes, yeah. And she won an Emmy for the episode that we're going to discuss tomorrow, and that's the Thanksgiving episode on Master of None. Now, y'all kind of, before we get back to Monique, y'all kind of spoiled that for me, because I was like, yeah, I'm watching Master of None. I feel like I was learning of Aziz Ansari's come up into the industry with some of the things that he went through, and they were his real life parents that were on the show, and they were good actors to me. And everybody's like, oh my God, the Thanksgiving episode, and I'm thinking that's season 1. No, bitch, I'm on season 1, episode 4. Then I gotta get to season 2, episode 7. When I tell you, when I finally got to that episode, I watched it twice. I watched it twice because the show this episode really had nothing to do with the series. It was more about Lena Waithe's life and coming out and her families and stuff like that. So I can't wait to talk about that with her tomorrow. But yeah, so back to Monique. I'm really excited.
I'm excited
because she's like, I really want to come on your show.
And I'm excited that she really wants to come on our show. Because let me tell you something, Lena, I am mad at y'all for that first episode of The Shy. And I will tell you tomorrow when I'm upset.
Oh, he didn't even tell me why he's upset. Bitch, why you upset?
Who was I? I thought I told somebody.
You didn't tell me.
Maybe I was at work talking about it, because that's where I watch it at work. Don't tell nobody. Because I work overnight.
But if you have not watched The Shy yet,
yes,
you can download the Showtime On Demand app and use Lena's code, Lena. And you'll be able to get Showtime On Demand for 1 month for free. And you can watch the first 3 episodes and Sunday's upcoming episode of The Shy. So, I love Monique. She stood in front of her little plethora of awards and stuff like that. I mean, yeah. She says she's the most decorated comedian. On Twitter, I said that she says she's the most decorated black comedian.
And that's still a lie.
Yeah, but
either way, it's a lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about those IMDb. Everybody's tweeting me and this is the IMDb facts. Bitch, I don't care about that. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can make up an award and say, the Scorpion Show is giving this award to Monique, and it will count as one of her awards.
Right.
Now, when you talk about Whoopi Goldberg, like I told the person on Twitter, I said, Whoopi Goldberg is an EGOT. Have a nice day. Like, what else can I say? And he's like, no, because, I mean, facts is facts. And I'm just like, you know what? This is why I'd rather go back and forth with Mikkel, because I get paid to do that. I don't want to do that on Twitter. You have a nice day.
Yeah.
And, he deleted the tweets and stuff because I guess he think I was about to block him, but I haven't blocked nobody in a long time. And I'm not blocking nobody over no Monique. But it's just like, baby, Whoopi has multiple Emmy Awards, Golden Globes. She has an Oscar. She has a Tony. And she has, like, these are prestigious shows.
These are,
and the highest awards you can win.
Right. And the Emmy is the highest award you can win in television. The Tony is the highest award you can win on stage in theater. The Oscar is the highest award you can win in movies. The Grammy is the highest award you can win in music. And she has all of these.
Yeah.
I don't care how many.
I care how many city says Monique is the best supporting actor. And, like, no, most of them awards come from Precious, and it's not even comedy.
Right. And Whoopi has one award from each genre, and those one awards trumps all of the awards.
Yeah.
And that's not to take away from Monique.
No, it doesn't.
But because there were folks, because Monique tried to take away from other comedians, she had to then be reminded. And so therefore, myself, Kevin, and other people on the internet had to remind Monique, no.
Because if I have 5 BET awards and you have 3 Grammy awards, am I more decorated than you? Let's be for real.
No.
Which award?
Because
is more
one
prestigious?
Grammy trumps the 5 BET awards. That's why, hell, that one Oscar that Whoopi has trumps all of Monique's. Well, except for the Oscars, they both have an Oscar. But all those other awards.
I just need Monique to just, like, I don't want to say it's the humble pie, but I just need her to show her work. And was it you that I was speaking to? It could have been you, when you were saying, like, football players, they be signing, like, 1-year deals.
That wasn't me.
Football players be signing 1-year deals, and sometimes it'd be like for $2 million or something like that. And once they prove themselves during the season, they're offered more money because they're not as good as they used to be. Sometimes.
Well, that's what I said about the whole $500,000 thing.
Exactly.
She took that money. She should have taken that money and been proven herself, and then been able to get.
It's been all kinds of rumors about Monique and stuff like that. I think that maybe Monique should just come on the Scorpion Show and we could talk to her directly, and we could say how we feel, and she could say how she feels about the whole situation. Like, some people are saying that Monique is not the right person for this movement.
No, she's not, because she's bringing everyone. But she's bringing everyone is in this, and she's talking bad about each person that she brings in. Like, for instance, she's now coming at Oprah and talking about how Oprah.
Still from like all them years ago about Oprah telling her to get on the plane and go to Canada.
But then not only that, Oprah doesn't help or support the black woman movement. And I'm thinking, like, are we talking about
how many people accepted the NAACP awards and went off for black people at the NAACP awards? It's not a whole lot. First of all, it's an honor, and first of all, we can barely get most of the A-list stars to show up to the NAACP awards and the Soul Train Music Awards. Monique, if you want to challenge people, how about you challenge people to show up to these African American award shows like they do the Grammys? Like, you seen that Girls Trip won all these awards at the NAACP awards, and none of the cast were there to accept the awards. But when it came to the Golden Globes and Tiffany Haddish didn't get a nomination, you got Jada Pinkett Smith going off. And I don't even think I seen
She's
the tweet.
Another one that's
her
not
saying congratulations, thank you for the NAACP.
You know what?
award.
Jada is another one who ain't. Please.
Yeah, everybody has to get it together when it comes to African American. And I've never seen Monique go off about Black Lives Matter. Let me tell you when I see Monique.
It's only when it's prevalent and relevant to her.
The only time when I see Monique is when she's working out and when she's talking about something on her radio.
And she does a good job working out, and she needs to stick to that. But Monique is only speaking out when it has something to do with her. When she's unjust, when things are not going her way.
Yeah.
That's when she speaks out.
Let me tell you about someone who is doing it the right way. Now, a couple of years ago, there was this Oscar winner, and I didn't write her name down, but she's from Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer they had like a little conversation at one of the Hollywood Foreign Press events, and she was talking about how her and Jessica Chastain they're friends because they both went out help. She was her maid in the help, and Jessica Chastain was like, I want you to be a part of this comedy thing that I'm doing for HBO. A little movie or whatever. And she was like, 6 months later, she began to talk about pay equity with her. And she was talking to Jessica about how it's hard for black women to even make as much as their white counterparts in films. So Jessica was like, you know what, bitch, I got you. But she didn't say, bitch, let me say this the right way, because I don't know who might see this. She said, you know what? She said she didn't have no idea
That it was
that
that
it was
way.
like that. But you know what? I think that they all know that it's like that. But they just don't say nothing.
Right.
But Jessica, once the ball was in her court, she did something about it.
Right.
So, you know, they got together, they talked about it, they went to HBO or whoever it was, and the deal that they proposed, they got 5 times what they asked for. 5 times!
And Octavia is doing it the right way.
She's not putting nobody on blast.
She's not putting nobody on blast. She's not. That's how you do it. I'm sure the same thing for Viola. I'm sure the same thing for Taraji. Hell, look at Tiffany Haddish. She don't seem to. She doesn't seem to have a problem getting a job.
No, and she signed a 2-year deal with HBO, doing all kinds of shit.
Right.
Yes, she's right.
That could have been Monique's deal.
Well, she's not coming out unless you give her a couple $1 million. I mean, I know that when you're an Oscar winner, you are supposed to get a certain amount of money.
Yeah, but remember I explained this to you, that that's not always the case.
Yeah.
Because winning an Oscar can be a gift,
curse, yeah.
and it can be a curse. There have been many actors in the past who've won Oscars, and you never saw or heard from them again.
Tatum on that.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Taylor Deville won an Oscar when she was a child, and then once she became an adult, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody really cared.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr. He does all these movies that you'd be like, wait a minute, why are you doing a movie like this? You're an Oscar winner. But that's because it was hard for him to get roles. And you would think because he's an Oscar winner, he would be getting these whole big, you know, Denzel Washington type roles. He ain't getting those type roles.
No.
No.
But I never looked at him as a Denzel Washington.
But see the thing, a lot of people think that because, but see that's the thing. A lot of people think that because Monique has an Oscar, she should be getting these big old roles. Well, Cuba Gooding Jr. has one too. He don't get these big roles.
Yeah, and I wonder how much, if Octavia's saying it's still a pay difference, after she won an Oscar, I wonder how much did her pay increase?
Right.
If any, at all.
If anything. Right.
And what about Lupita? You would think that she would be out here slaying all of these movies.
But Lupita is, but I see Lupita as, what I see in her, I see her as someone who, because I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, but I wouldn't see her running her mouth.
I see her, but she's not going to run her mouth. She's going to do it the right way too. I see her doing certain type of films, like for instance, she's in this Black Panther film. I see her being an actress who is, she's going to, kind of like how Beyonce does it. When things are being thrown at Beyonce, she don't verbally say it. She puts it in her music. She'll fight back in her music, and I feel like that's what Lupita would rather make black films for us than, you know what I mean? Like, that's her way of saying, listen, I am pro-black and this is what I'm standing for with these black films. That's what I see in Lupita. I just wish Monique would sit down with these black women in Hollywood. Because I'm almost certain they all are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing.
But none of them are telling nobody to suck her dick.
Yeah, and none of them are telling nobody to suck her dick. None of them are calling Oprah out. None of them are just being blatantly rude, because now it's gone from Monique is talking about something that is being an injustice to black women in Hollywood, which we all totally agree with, to now she's just blatantly being rude. And she has this hubris about it, like with this stupid smirk every time she makes a video. It's like this stupid smirk, like, oh, well, here I go again with these facts. No, this is why you're unemployed. Maybe you should spend more time looking for a job and eating humble pie than sitting there and trying to spew these facts. Because at the end of the day, all these people on the internet, they're going to agree with you. Yes, Monique, you're right. I'm Team Monique. And then they're going to go back to watching their Netflix. They're going to go back to supporting Oprah. They're going to go back to doing what it was that you want them not to do. You see what I'm saying? These people are just, they're on the internet to say, oh, this, that, and the third, but they ain't doing nothing about it either. You have to do it the right and smart way. That's how you keep a job too. Taraji's doing it the right way. Viola's doing it the right way. Kerry Washington's doing it right. All these women, you think all of these black women in Hollywood are just getting these movie roles and not having no issues behind the scenes? You damn right they having issues behind the scenes. You're damn right. But see, then again too, remember, this is one of the reasons why Tyler Perry came out with his own production company. To help black actors. Remember about 10 years ago, Tyler Perry was coming out with these movies back to back, and he would have black actors that you like, dang, I ain't seen them in a long time. And they would be in the film. This is why he came out with his studios to help black actors who were not able to get jobs. But see, the thing is, she bit his hand too. So now she can't even work with him. Because he was one of the people that she told to suck her dick. Like, it's like, come on. And people are really defending her. Not defending. Now, I'm defending her when it comes to the pay rate. I agree with Monique, but I agree with Monique with the pay rate, but I don't agree with how she's doing it. And you have people out there that are saying, oh no, I love the way she's doing it. These same people who are saying they love the way Monique is doing it would not dare go to their jobs and do that. Because they know they would be unemployed.
And even the white counterparts that could be out there defending Monique, they're not defending her.
No.
Bitch, they got the E Network together on the E Network.
Sure did. Sure did. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore, it was somebody.
No, Deborah Messer.
Yeah, Deborah Messer. I'm thinking Drew Barrymore.
Deborah Messer.
Yeah, got E together on their own network.
Well, on at the Golden Globe. Went up to do an interview with E and got them together on camera. And they couldn't take cut because it was live.
Yeah. But Monique, we love you. We know that you know your worth. But sometimes you gotta prove it. Just because you have an Oscar don't mean that you are still worth those coins. Because there are a lot of people that win Oscars, and where are they now? I just want Monique to just fucking do it. Like, bitch, you could do your own little comedy show on Amazon. You don't gotta go to fucking Netflix.
Just if Amazon would want her on their thing.
Yeah, well, not the way she be.
Yeah, she's met. That's the thing, Kevin. Everybody else told Monique no. No. Netflix said, you know what? Come on, we'll work with you. Come on, we'll give you a deal. Come on this way. No, fuck you. You think, and it's like now, it's like, well, damn, we were trying to give you a job when nobody else was giving you a job.
And y'all could have negotiated a deal with her because if we get this amount of streams, you guys pay us this. Right. Like, you got to learn how to negotiate.
But you know why? You know why she doesn't know how to negotiate?
Because it's her husband. It's
She's
not
that
her.
puppet master husband.
Why do you keep calling
because
him
that's
a
what
puppet
he is, a puppet master. He's pulling her strings.
Excuse me.
And then have you noticed that now he's appearing in all her new videos now?
Like, what videos?
You didn't see like the last videos?
Yeah. You're right.
Puppet master.
You know what?
Yeah.
We going.
She needs new management. She needs a publicist.
Y'all tweet Monique and tell her we would love to speak to her. She could get us together, curse us out. But as black people, I want to be able to talk. We could talk to her. McCall probably do more of the conversation. But
because you know I ain't got no problem.
Yes, and I'd be like, well, you know, McCall chill, but Monique
ain't no chill. Because she called out Cheryl Underwood too. She called Cheryl Underwood.
She called out everybody.
Because I guess Cheryl Underwood probably on her show probably was saying that she didn't agree with whatever the case may be.
And Kim Whitley too. I mean, but Kim Whitley, like, girl, come, like, you know.
What Kim Whitley say?
Child, I can't remember. But at that time, I was on Monique's side. Like, I'll be on her side sometimes, but then sometimes
it's like no. you want to be on Monique's side. Yeah. You are on her side because it's wrong that these people in Hollywood, especially these black actors, are not getting paid equally. It's so wrong. But then it's like the way she's going about doing it. It's like, why every video you gotta keep bringing up Amy Schumer's name? That's why I said on my Instagram post, I wouldn't be surprised if when Amy Schumer does her special, she has a little skit about Monique. Because you keep bringing her name.
But yeah, she will. She will.
Yeah.
She probably will. She probably will.
You know what I mean? Because you opened that can of worms, Monique. Every video you keep bringing up Amy Schumer. Oh, my sister Amy Schumer. That's not your sister. You are upset that she's getting way more money than you, and you keep talking about your sister. Ain't your sister.
Yeah. And she's talking about, if I accept this, what about Tiffany Haddish? Baby. Tiffany Haddish
is getting to a point.
Is way more popular than
right
now.
Right. That's why she's probably making way more money.
You know who Monique is reminding me of right now? Azealia Banks.
Yeah.
Complaining about everything and not doing nothing.
Nothing about it. Or not doing it the right way.
No, she's just not doing nothing.
See, Tiffany Haddish, I'm almost certain Tiffany Haddish is making way more money than her.
Right now.
Way more money than her right now. Because she's popular and she's the it thing. And Netflix probably wouldn't have a problem with giving Tiffany Haddish $1 million or $2 million.
She might get $5 million.
Shit. And they probably say, you know what? We'll give you $5 million because you are what's hot right now.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to be in the Super Bowl commercial for Groupon. Just off the strength of talking about Groupon on one of those night shows. Bitch, she got a fucking deal. They said, bitch, sign her. Right. And she's doing YouTube videos answering questions.
You've been doing this way longer than Tiffany Haddish. And Tiffany Haddish is showing you how you should
do it. At almost 40, she became a breakout star of a movie. She's doing it.
Doing it.
You can be a breakout star at any age.
Yeah,
just like we told y'all, Leslie Jones.
You can get broken out.
You know what?
Okay, let me tell you something.
Leslie Jones became a breakout star before 50. Like,
yeah,
everybody is doing it. Monique, you just got to prove these bitches wrong. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm the Oscar winner. I'm this and all of that. Just like we be wanting Lil' Kim, like, girl, you riding off a wave from 96 and up to the early 2000s. Like, girl,
I use that as an example too, but I said, listen, Lil' Kim, I said that on the live stream. I said Lil' Kim is a legend, but Lil' Kim is not in demand like she was back in 1998.
No.
That's why Nicki Minaj is where she's at. Not that she's better than Lil' Kim, but because Lil' Kim's time has come and gone.
Mm-hmm.
It has come and gone, just like Mariah Carey's voice. It has come
oh my God.
and gone. It's the truth.
And
I love Mariah fucking Carey. I love her. She's a legend. I can't wait until she's honored at the Kennedy Center Honors. But her voice has come and has gone. Let me tell you something.
That ship, she don't live in.
Let me tell you something. That ship has sailed with her voice, and she's still standing on the dock.
But you know what? Mariah is still getting booked, bitch.
Yes, she is, because she's Mariah fucking Carey.
Walking around doing the.
Now she's Mariah Carey. She's gonna get booked.
Yeah, and you know what? She fucked up New Year's, cursed out Dick Clark, and then guess what? They put her right back on that stage.
Mariah Carey fucked.
And booked them one of the highest rates. Y'all try to book Britney Spears. No, bitch. 2 years in a row. To see Mariah.
I won't be surprised if she'll be there next year.
Yeah, well, you know
she'll
what?
be the fall of New Year's. Every year, it'll be her. What is she going to do next? I'm serious. If she was smart, I would bank on that.
Yeah.
Every year. This year was her team. Last year, the audio. Next year, it will be her bra strap or her strap on her spaghetti dress.
Please, we don't need her blacklisted like they did Janet. Where's all these people? Never mind. You know what? Because ain't nobody standing up for her.
Where?
When her titty popped out 13 years ago.
Sure did.
Toni Braxton.
Toni fucking Braxton's with an S.
Well, Toni Braxton confirmed that Tamar and Vince allegedly confirmed that Tamar and Vince is getting back together.
No, Toni Braxton
said that they'll be back together.
Toni Braxton didn't confirm that.
But,
I confirmed that. And there were people telling me, no, I was wrong. There were people telling me, oh no, you just hating because you need to get. Oh, I don't know what it is, Mikkel, but you need to get over whatever it is you got against her. That's what they were saying. Because you bitter. That's what they were saying. I wasn't bitter. My eyes were open to the bullshit, Kevin.
Yeah, I knew people told me. Go ahead. Yeah, you know what though? I'm not. First of all, I can't be mad because first of all,
you got all the way up to grab that sandwich.
Bitch, I haven't eaten literally all day.
I find that to be untrue.
I had to go to the doctor with my mom was there. And then we had all these referrals to get. Gotta go to the heart doctor, gotta go to the mind doctor. Well, it's not so much anyway. I ain't got time to vent about that. There's a lot of stuff we gotta do. But Toni Braxton said that Tamar and Vince, they'll be back together. Puppy love. She didn't say puppy love.
Oh no, I made a mistake. Oh no, I turned it back on. Thank you.
Oh.
I made a mistake and turned my comments off on the post. You know when you turn them off, they delete. But then when you turn them back on, they come back on. So thank you, Jesus.
Post them.
Post them. No, because I posted this about Lena Waithe coming on the show. I just wanted to make sure I posted that.
You tagged her, right?
No, what's her thing?
Lena Waithe.
Oh, get your life.
Yeah.
Well, my page is private.
Oh, she don't follow you?
I don't know. Does she?
She follow me. I'm sure she follow you. She watch the show.
Well, Kevin, I don't be knowing who follows me and who don't follow me. Seriously, I don't. No, what's her name on here?
Lena Waithe. Lena Waithe.
Oh.
Me too.
What's that?
You spelled it right. Go ahead.
I know I spelled it right, bitch. Fuck you mean I spelled it right? I know.
Well, we still working on that.
Okay.
It didn't work last night.
Get your life.
Moving on.
Moving the fuck on. Busting this pussy wide open. Let's go.
Janet Jackson is headlining the New Orleans EssenceFest. Y'all know it's the hottest thing going in town. It's from July 5th through the 8th. I'm not sure what night Janet is here. I guess it's the last night, the final night. I don't know.
Probably be headlining.
Yeah, but you know, I would really love to go. Come on, it's Janet Jackson. First of all, it's the Essence Festival, and every year
one of the biggest black festivals in this country.
Yeah, and I wonder if Monique could get a comedy.
Bitch, I was just thinking about her. Like, you know, maybe she should try going down there and getting a little gig.
She would read everybody.
They probably won't have her on the main stage.
Well, not. That's what I suppose. She's the most decorated comedian ever.
Yeah, that's what she said.
But book her on that stage and prove it. Go to Madison Square Garden, Monique.
Right. Prove that. Tell your puppet master husband to book you at Madison Square Garden, and you sell out Madison Square Garden. And all the people who are on the internet supporting you and supporting your antics and the way you're acting, let's see if they buy tickets.
No, bitch. Go down to Lincoln Financial Field and sell that out. That's our stadium.
Football stadium where the Eagles play. Now that's like 70,000 seats.
Because Kevin Hart sold that out.
He sure did.
I want to see
He sure did. Kevin Hart, what was that, like a year or two ago?
Yeah.
He went down to the stadium and sold it out. But you know who else sold it out too? Beyonce.
Well...
And she sold it 2 nights. She sold it 2 nights. She came in, what was it, June? July?
June, and then September.
She came in June, sold it out, and then came back in September and sold it out again. And both days it rained.
Yeah.
And the second time, it rained the most.
Yeah.
And
I got a code from that one. That concert.
She sold it out. Kevin Hart sold it out, Monique, and you are way more decorated than him. So I know you can sell out a 70,000 seat stadium. I know you can sell that out, girl. Tell your puppet master husband to book those that venue. And I guarantee, and let's see the people who are saying how the way you going about doing it is right way. Let's see if they buy a ticket.
But I'll buy a ticket. I'll go. I like Monique.
I will buy a ticket and then
stand up.
Donate it.
Oh, you tried it. I love her stand up. She's funny. So yeah, what did I say? Yeah, Janet Jackson's headline, and y'all know everybody going to be there. Everybody black is going to be there, and I need to be there.
Yeah, you should go.
Huh?
You should go.
I want to.
I'm excited about my. Oh wait, I know we're talking about Essence, but I'm excited about my cruise in December. I'm going on another cruise for my birthday. We're going to Mexico.
You didn't invite me.
I invited you to my craft feast, and you still ain't give me the deposit.
Bitch, wait a minute. We're not talking about the craft feast. I'm talking about December.
What about
Do
it?
you want me there?
Well, actually, it's Raba's birthday cruise.
Oh yeah, well, no.
Right. Well,
I mean, no, it's no shit.
no, I know
It's no shade.
because you
You
don't
know
know
it's no
no
shade.
But
Oh, you said.
so we know it's no shade. But I'm just saying that
I don't want to go on
anybody
nobody's
can go.
birthday.
No, anybody
you know
can
what I'm
go,
saying.
but
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. No, I know
like,
what
we
you're saying,
cool, but
but-
I don't know him all like that.
Right.
To be like, yeah, bitch, come on, let's go. No.
Well, I don't think you want you going.
No,
But
girl,
yeah, but we're
try.
having a good time.
You know what?
Well, you started, so I finished it.
It's all right. But, you know, I think I learned a long time ago, and not that long ago, that. Now, first of all,
Why? First of all, because you're making me mad, and you know what I'm about to say. Why are you picking through that like that?
because I don't want to eat the bread. The bread is soft.
You're picking through it like a child.
The bread
That's
is
how
soft.
kids do it.
The bread is
Well, yeah, because you let it sit.
No. I was busy, bitch. I was trying to get these
Busy
notes
doing
together.
what?
Getting these notes together.
What notes? You got 5 lines.
Bitch, do y'all know when
talking about?
See, let me tell you, I don't go by scripts. I don't stop and record.
You don't know my script. Well, what script do I have in front of me?
No, bitch, I'm just letting it be known. I don't stop and repeat the same lines and stutter 5 times
Oh,
till I get it right.
wait.
I don't do
Who
none
does
of that
that?
stuff. I don't do none of that stuff, okay? Everything that we do is record.
See, this is why.
and when I stop the video.
People come at us.
No, bitch,
You
they
know
still
shade.
gonna come. They still gonna come at us anyway.
Well, you gotta tell me who does
Whether
that.
we got.
Whisper to my ear. And don't spit because you're spitting their food.
No, bitch. No,
Tell-
she's a stuttering bitch. She know who she is, and everybody knows not.
Well, I don't know, bitch.
Well, I know.
Because I don't watch them, so tell me.
I would never say her name on
No, tell me, bitch. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all gonna have sex. Y'all are.
Yes.
Because you know what? I think you have something sexual towards that one.
You see this? You see how limp it is?
I don't want to look that way.
No.
Do I see it? I
You
don't
seen
want to
it
look at
before?
it. No, I did not, bitch. Don't you play with me. I bypassed those videos, okay?
She's lying. One time, never mind.
Don't. Go ahead and say it. 'Cause
No.
I want to hear this live.
No, bitch, it's true. But I'm not gonna say it. So anyway, when I do these notes, I go based off memory. Sometimes I should write down everything.
We can tell you go based on minute because you don't remember nobody's name. You don't remember nothing.
But I did remember Octavia Spencer.
No,
I
you did
stuff like
remember
that.
at first. You said, I can't remember her name.
Because you know how you have a brain fart because you're trying to weave it in so fast. Oh, there, Jessica Chastain, like, bitch, what's her name?
Why would you put her name?
I don't know. Jessica Chastain.
And then you spelled it out, didn't you?
Yes, but I didn't put Olivia Spencer. Octavia Spencer. What was I thinking? Simone and Cecil. What are y'all thinking? From Married to Medicine, y'all know that's when y'all kind of slacked off this season. But I don't know why they're getting divorced. I stopped watching. I don't know how much fighting and arguing, but they've been together 21 years. Dr. Jackie and her husband have been together all those years. it's really a curse with these reality shows and these husbands and stuff. Like, how y'all be successful all these years you get on TV and now, like, you're getting a divorce? I think it's some dick out there that's whispering in their ear or in their DMs or something. Something's going on.
Or they just let the hype of this new life, they get wrapped up in it and they forget, like, this was the person that was riding with me in the beginning. That's one of the reasons why I love LeBron James's relationship with his wife. They've been together since high school.
Oh, you know he done been around.
Yeah, but he may have been around, but they're still together. And they have a family that they've built. You see what I'm saying? And when you see them, first of all, you never hear anything bad about them in the press. As relationship-wise, you never hear nothing bad about them in the press. And it's always a positive image when you see them. Now, whether or not he's creeped around, that's none of my business. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, everybody.
Because his wife is still there. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, their private life is their private life, and they have not let fame ruin their relationship.
He opened and told them.
You know what I mean?
Don't talk about your relationship.
Like,
I don't hear him talk about her.
No, but I mean, he goes all over.
You don't even know he's. I don't follow him.
Well, no, you do know he's married. You don't follow him, so you don't know he's married. But everybody who follows LeBron James knows that he's married because they got a ton of kids, okay? And his wife is always at his basketball games, supporting
Savannah be at the basketball games?
Yes. Are you kidding me? Well, I can tell you don't pay attention. Do you know what she looks like?
She's dark skinned.
No, she's not dark skinned.
She's not dark skinned?
No, she's not.
I thought she was brown skinned. Well, not dark
brown skin and dark skin is two different things.
Well, you know brown skin.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Bitch, I've been drinking. But you know, but no, because I'm
no, some people are darker.
Yeah.
Some people are darker than others.
Yeah.
Like my mom, there was many people thought my mom was African because my mom was darker.
And she got a butt like African.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where you get it from. I mean, because the first time I met her was like a couple years ago. And I was like, oh my God.
But what I'm saying about them is that is a couple who has not allowed this lifestyle to, break up their relationship. And, I don't understand how, if I've been rocking with you, you've been rocking with me since the beginning, and then how I don't know what's going on, but how then you turn around and allow this new fame to break up your relationship. Like, how do you do that? Like, that's not cool. And Dr. Simone and whoever these people are. Cecil and
Simone, yeah, Dr. Simone.
That sounds like something from the Lion King.
Yeah,
Simone,
but you know what? Don't do that.
No, it does. Cecil and Simone, that sounds like characters. Cartoon characters.
Well,
they do sound like cartoon characters. Cecil and Simone, that sounds like two cartoon characters walking in the
Well, I mean, they're old school. So, I mean, they're married 21 years. You do the math. Now, imagine what year they were born. If they've been married 21 years.
Well, 21 years is only 1996, Kevin.
And go back. Now, they've been together 21 years.
Well, my parents have been married since 90.
Simone is a bad name. Not a bad name.
No, it's a good
when I say a bad name, it's a bad name.
It's a
Simone.
name.
You don't really hear Simone anymore. Cecil, bitch, that's like 1950 something. Well, he's up there. I'm sure he's up there. But you know what, though? The only thing that I can say that I don't like is that it seems like Dr. Simone wanted to wear the pants of their relationship, and that's what I didn't like when I see it.
What do you mean? Like you felt like she
wants to be in control.
Wife.
She wants to be like, I do this. I'm handling everything. Like I don't really see Doc. I don't know if he's not a doctor, but I don't see Cecil like really
being the man of the house.
Like I've never seen that.
So you're saying she's not submissive.
She don't have to be submissive. You could be in a marriage for 21 years and not be submissive. Mm-hmm. I just feel like she doesn't
allow her husband to be the husband.
Right. She wants to be controlled. Kind of like how sometimes a Scorpio wants to be in control of everything, and sometimes they can be bad at it. Yeah, don't agree with that. But yeah.
No, I'm not verbally agreeing with it.
Mentally.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't really watch the show, so I don't really know her situation with her husband. But,
she's very aggressive.
Well,
I like her, but she's aggressive. She's a sweetheart, but she's aggressive. And Cecil ain't gonna go, bitch, fuck you. Right. You know how some men like so far you can go. He just lets her. Anytime you got a north house and a south house, that's not a good thing.
An outhouse and an in-house.
Bitch, baby. West house and the east house. She goes to wherever. One is closer. Like, who knows who's creeping over?
Ain't nobody creeping because if you both openly say you in this house and I'm in this house, that ain't creeping. That's an invitation. Come on over. Come on over to my place.
That used to be. Where is Jaheim now? He's selling that blue suit that he wore when he filmed.
Why would he wear a blue suit?
He didn't even get it.
And he wore a long blue Men's Warehouse suit to Whitney Houston's funeral. Why would you do that? It looked like he actually got that suit from Party City.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there with you
because it was long and it looked like a deacon suit, like an old deacon suit.
Jaheim was old when he was young. Cause remember when he first
remember his mouth? What's the matter with his mouth? Like he got an old person's mouth.
I just love
like
his
he wore
voice.
dentures.
I love his voice. Don't do that.
But the way his mouth.
Don't ask me what you tried it.
Bitch. You don't even know what I'm going to ask. I was going to ask you, would you like to have him on the show? I couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Come on and go with me.
And I'll step out of the room.
We'll pay the bell.
Let me tell you something. His mouth is like, can you imagine him eating
There's nothing wrong with having a big mouth. You know?
It's not a big mouth. It's like a baby mouth. Like he ain't got no teeth in his mouth.
Pull him
I'm about to see.
Jaheim is like, he's cool. That ain't not no little mouth.
No, I'm talking about when he talk. His teeth. What's going on right here in this picture? Is that a perm?
It's just back here. Sometimes you just need to know when to let it go.
Yeah.
Like I learned. Like, baby, once it stops.
He got a perm now. See, look at his mouth. He got like a, like he talk with
a lisp. Like,
is
that how he talk? No, let me stop. Bitch!
Yeah, but fuck it down.
Because, you know, it's not so good. No, he's crazy. I gotta put this wine down.
Bitch! He looks like somebody's perverted uncle. Like a pervert. Like the uncle that comes to your house and you be like, tell the kids
and
come
that
downstairs.
suit is too big for him.
Tell the kids to come downstairs. He walk upstairs, you be like, tell the kids to come downstairs. Because he's going up there.
I had to catch you on the... Why is he going upstairs?
Why?
Bitch, it's the bathroom downstairs.
Yeah. You those kids up there. Why are you going up there? I gotta go to the bathroom.
You are too
There's a bathroom right down here.
You know what?
You look, why you them kids up there? Come on down here. And it's always that one eye. Them kids up there. Why are you going up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was arrested. Don't do that. Don't do that. He alright. No, he's not alright. He's been in jail for 5 years for touching somebody's child. He's not alright.
First of all, you shouldn't be having a party no place with somebody that's been convicted.
No, but you know some people have relatives.
Yeah,
and the relatives
have you ever looked up this offenders list?
What?
Babe, I seen look up the list before I knew.
I went to school with one. Yo, excuse me.
Ooh. Yeah, I remember you told me that. Would you still do it?
The hell? No. Are you kidding me? When you know better, you do better. And at that time, I didn't know better. Let me say. Oh no.
Don't even pull them. Don't pull them.
No.
And so Vince McMahon. Everybody know I know Vince McMahon because he is the owner of World Wrestling Entertainment. Back in the day, it was WWF.
Yeah. And I don't know why I say Florida. They say you never know.
What were you thinking?
No,
you talking about Ja Rule. You You know what? I will close the show. But I have to get to the set now.
Let me tell you something. I've literally been around the block. And at that time, right down the street from me. But hey.
Thank God you got sick.
But thank God.
Thank God for Jesus.
But thank God he stepped into my life. Because baby, I was walking down a path of... I'm going to stand at the corner and wait until your spouse goes to work, and then I'm going to be right in.
Well, you know what, bitch?
That's the path I was walking down.
The path we were just talking about before this camera came on.
What path was that?
It's not too opposite of...
Well, tell me, because I forgot that path.
About at the church.
Oh, wait, what happened at the church? At the church.
But what were you talking about when you saying what you do at the church? Or what you would do at the church?
I forgot that fast. At the church?
Somebody sent you a DM.
Somebody sent me a DM.
Or DM or text. Bitch.
No, because I forgot, Kevin. Oh, not at the church.
I didn't say at. I said after.
Because it sounded like you said at the church.
No, bitch.
After church. Yeah, well.
While your wife is in her Uber going back home. You know what? Y'all was making eye contact the whole service. So y'all heading to work.
First of all, I'm not making eye contact.
No, but everybody at that church. Bitch, everybody ain't got an AARP card. Except for this one. She got a couple more years. No! At your church?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going on Sunday. Bitch!
No, yeah. I'm gonna try to find a Snapchat. They don't be posting stuff on Snapchat like that. Let me tell you something. I'm a mess.
Yes. And so Vince McMahon has a new.
See, they don't post stuff on Snapchat. Like
they need to do something. Well, I'll come there. Vince McMahon is doing the XFL again. Vince McMahon did this league like a little. It's like the little answer. It was like the answer to the NFL about 17 years ago. And it started off with great ratings, and then as the weeks went on, the ratings declined, and then by the end of the season, the show was canceled. Well, the football season was canceled. So it's been. I mean, since it went away 17 years ago, you always hear rumors that Vince McMahon will always bring this back because this was one of his babies that failed, and they did a 30 for 30 special on the show on the XFL. And at the end of the 30 for 30, and if y'all never watched 30 for 30 on ESPN, they be having some of the best documentaries on sports, people related
sports
to
related,
sports.
yeah. Issues, topics.
Yeah. And it was like, yeah, that's it for now. It's kind of like how when American Idol went off the air and it was like, bitch, signing off for now, or Secrets out for now. And you like, wait a minute, bitch. So like, is it coming back? And when XFL went off, everybody was thinking like, is it coming back? So Vince McMahon, like it was rumors going around for a couple months that he's bringing it back. He was selling stocks and all this kind of stuff. So today he announced that in the year 2020 he's bringing back the XFL, and he was saying that you know, he wanted to make the sport a little bit faster. He don't want the NFL to be 3 hours. All of that stuff. He was just saying a lot of stuff. So he got some questions, and of course you know who he was asked about.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh.
So would you sign Colin Kaepernick to a deal? And he was saying, you know, as long as he didn't say yes and he didn't say no, but he was more like as long as they don't have a criminal record. First of all, he don't want nobody with it. Let me just get this out the way. If you have a criminal record, you are not allowed to play in his league. You can't even have a DUI.
Well, that'll be many of them football players.
Yeah, well,
he'll have an empty
he
league.
need to be having a
Because many of them
NFL put up with a lot of people,
and they also put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They have to go to the laundromat. I have to go to the laundromat in 10 damn years. But listen to this: a lot of them NFL players get DUIs after the fact too when they are NFL players. So is he saying that if they were to get one that they?
But you know what? I don't know why he think that they're going to be perfect because there's
Right.
WWE superstars that be doing things. And you know what?
Yes.
Speaking of one of my favorite WWE tag teams, that one of the Usos got arrested 2 weeks ago on DUI. One of them got arrested.
Let me ask you this: have you ever been tag team?
Are you kidding me? You think I let somebody stick anything? Especially two? Are you kidding me? You kidding me?
Well, two for the
Thank
price
God
of
it's
one.
Friday. No, bitch, ain't nobody paying me.
Who you pay them?
You know what? Y'all need, some of them need to get jobs. I mean, because Captain don't do that. This is not the time and the place. But I just can't believe that some people just be like selling it. Like
Why not?
you fresh out of spots.
Why not? Let me tell you something.
Those be the ones that be doing too much for
Let me tell you
change.
something. Let me tell you something.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't tell me don't do. I'm not doing nothing.
But
She does it. These guys coming by it. And look here. Look. And look at the caption. Come hide their freaking down. And this is people's boyfriends and baby daddies. And look at this.
Yeah, that's her.
No, it's not. It's somebody.
$20.
Huh? You said what? No, I didn't know that. No, that's no.
Wow. Well, you know what? That's what. But we can talk. We can talk.
But these men are out here paying for that. Like for instance.
Don't be mad, y'all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they be out there. And these girls, they don't be known. That's why I said now they are and but she don't know but yeah. Yeah. They the new wave now. They're the new thing now. Oh yeah.
I forgot all about it, but I was somehow.
I forgot too, but let me tell you something. What I just told you was really good. Was it not?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? We'll say the XFL on Monday because I'm sure Donald Trump is going to have something to say. But I want y'all to know this: Vince McMahon is not bringing the XFL out to counter the NFL. Like, I think that people might think that Vince McMahon is catering to the racists. I think it's more the racists are catering to Vince McMahon because it's always...
Isn't that the same thing? Because if the racists are going to cater to him, they're going to bring him dollars, which means he's going to turn around and cater to them so they can bring him more
but what he was saying is, you know what? But when they asked him about the national anthem, he was like, if you're going to play in this league, everybody has to stand for the national anthem. And I don't find nothing wrong with that. The NFL doesn't have it in its rule books where every player must do that. So you already know from the jump, if you're going to play in this league, this is what you're going to do.
Well, and if you don't want to stand for the national anthem, don't play for that league.
That's right. And that's what he's saying. Right? It's already in the rule book. So, I mean, you can't be mad at that and say, oh, that's racist. No, bitch. Because if you go to work and your job tell you, no, you can't do this, if you do the opposite, it could result in suspension or, not expulsion, well, bitch, you're fired. What are you going to do?
But I don't have a problem with people sitting on the national anthem, especially when people are sitting for a cause like injustice in this country.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
And especially when you know that there's no consequences for doing what you do.
Right.
But if you sign up to a league where you know that these are the consequences, then bitch, okay.
Right.
Now, Vince McMahon, he said that they asked him about Donald Trump, and did Donald Trump, like, all that stuff. He said, let me tell you something. I don't know what Donald Trump thinks about this or anything like that, but I'm going to tell you this. This league is not about politics, not about political issues or social issues. That's not what this is about. This is about football. Now, something that I love what WWE does is they do stuff for Susan G. Komen. They do. They have a bullying campaign called Be a Star. They do stuff for Kindness Cure. They do stuff for every organization you can think of. Like, that's why I watch the show. I don't give a fuck about Vince McMahon's wife being a part of the administration. They don't never talk about anything political at all on my wrestling. I watch my wrestling for my soap operas. This Sunday is they're here in Philly. They're here in Philly this weekend. I'm actually going to one of the shows is like $40. Okay, I'm gonna go to that. Now Royal Rumble, bitch. Now they're trying it because Royal Rumble tickets is from $200 to $600. No, but. You know, I don't care about Linda McMahon joining the Trump administration. She paid for her seat. She donated $6 million to Donald Trump, so you already know what you're getting. I like the superstars. I don't care about that stuff. But I'm love that Vince said, this is not about making political statements, and it's not about social issues. If you're going to play, we're going to play football. This is what we're trying to do. All of that stuff. So some people might not like what he said. Now, when he talked about Kaepernick, I have to bring him back up. When he was talking about Kaepernick, he was saying, if they don't have a record, if they don't do this, why not? As long as they abide to the rules, I don't care who plays for the league. But they, but they got to be good at what they do. But I don't really think that a lot of NFL players will be flocking to go to the XFL.
Hell no. First of all, I don't think
the
the XFL or whatever it's called is going to ever be bigger than the NFL.
No, I think what it is going to be like how it was before. People who probably been turned away
from the NFL.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little, like a minor league.
Right.
Like, bitch, now you prove yourself. You prove yourself when you've been told no in the XFL, Monique, and then you go right back to the major leagues. That's what I think it's going to do. And they said that they're going to do this the right way. So they're doing 2 years to prepare, 8 teams, 40 members. Let Vince McMahon do his thing. If you don't like Vince McMahon, don't watch the XFL.
Right.
If you think that he's been, I don't think that. If I felt Vince deep down, if I felt Vince McMahon was racist, I would not be watching WWE, nor would I support it. Some people are like, oh, you're just not woke. No, bitch. Honestly. And why would the wrestlers that's there, would they do that? And they get the chance to talk about what they want on social media and stuff. Now, nobody has ever been fired for speaking out against racial equality or anything like that. So they just don't bring it to the problem. And you have some questionable stuff sometimes, but it's not where it's racist. Right. And I hope people don't try to say like, oh, you just because you've been watching so like no.
Well, see, I don't watch it all. I think it's goofy.
Yeah, but I love it's about entertainment.
I don't care about it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't dare watch it. But what I also think is like really goofy is this. They should have started throwing dirt on her too.
Who is that? And why would you? That's desecrating a grave when you... See, sometimes when y'all think Mikhail not listening, he be posting stuff.
I'm listening.
It's ridiculous.
I'm listening.
No, that's that bitch. No, because I'm not too fond about being buried all like that.
Buried? What you mean be buried like that? You buried the same way? Everybody's buried the same way.
I know, but I be having weird things like I'm gonna be down here forever and ever until somebody try to build on top of me. Like no bitch, put me in.
You're not gonna be down there.
Well, yeah, my body.
Shell's gonna be down there.
My body.
If you're saved, your body, your soul will be somewhere else. Because you gotta remember, this is gonna all
fade away.
Fade away.
I know. This is just the bones.
Okay. This is just a temporary body.
Temporary home.
Or temporary home, yes. But you know what I would like, and I think about this quite often. I really do. I think about this very often, and I want to know if some of y'all ever had this story.
Wait, why is she back? Why is she down there?
And the thing about it is, the casket is actually in the ground. That means
the case over here.
What I was about to say was, and I wanted to know some people if y'all have ever had this story, but I've been having this story, and I've been having it like really recently lately. I would love, because I was young, and my mom didn't allow me to go to my grandmother's funeral because I was so close to my grandmother. My mom felt like that would have been too traumatic for me, whatever the case.
Do you think it would have been at that time?
I don't know, but it hurts me that I wasn't there. You know what I mean? It does, because that was my, that I loved her, but. I often think about you. You never saw The Ghost of Mississippi.
A long time ago. Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, remember in the movie, and this was true too, how they talked about.
Is that the Sissy Spacek or one of them? Who's in there? Right
no,
now?
You're thinking of Mississippi Burning.
Yes.
The Ghost of Mississippi.
That was a movie.
Ghost of Mississippi was that was with Whoopi Goldberg played in it, but it was about Medgar Evers, her, Alec Baldwin. They were trying to
I've seen
find the guy who killed Medgar Evers and whatever case of it. Well, anyway, they had exhumed his body about like he was still
the same.
And I just always said to myself, I would love, but that costs a lot of money, whatever. And I don't know.
Exhume a body just to look at
my grandmother's body. I would love to exhume.
You tried it.
Well, I mean, if I knew, let's just say this, if I knew that she was the same, if she still looked the same that she did when at her funeral, I would want to exhume her body. But I would want somebody first to look at it and say, no, she's the same. And then I'll turn around and look. I don't want them to just open the casket and then it'd be...
You know what? Let her rest in peace. That's something you're going to have to live with.
I know. And I only think of that because of the fact that I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral. So therefore, I wasn't allowed to actually see her.
And do they got pictures?
No. No, we don't have no pictures of the funeral, no.
Yeah, you know they try to... Not that they tried. They showed me a picture of my dad in the cat. Bitch, I don't want that picture. Yeah. I don't want that fucking picture.
But you know, back in the day, that was something that they did.
Yes, that shit.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
I'm like, I don't want to see that. Get that out of here.
Because a lot of people would have it in the photo. They would add it in their photo albums. And I think I told you the story of how last year at my pastor, his mother's funeral, one of the girls, she had taken a picture before. This was before anybody had even came into church. She had took this beautiful picture of his mom in a casket. And after the funeral, we were back at his sister's house, and I heard him in the kitchen, and he said, "Oh, I wish I had a picture of my mother in the casket." And I said, "Oh, well, I said I have one. I said I didn't take it, but I have it." And he said, "You know," and I showed him, and he said, "Can you please send it?" Some people want that. You know, they want that final, picture. Where
I don't even remember what color my father wore in the casket. Like I remember the color of the casket.
You said it was gold,
baby blue.
Oh, blue.
Now Nina's father.
Oh, Nina's father.
Yes, they had a white casket and they had like gold trimming and they had the prayer hands going on. That was a bad casket, man. Like I'll never forget that one. But that was like one of the first. Their dad, no, besides my grandma, that was the second funeral I've ever been to.
Well, I have another funeral to go to. One of the mothers passed in my church on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Well, those mothers in my church are old.
Yeah, we gotta get some new blood up in there.
They're old.
Baby.
Mother Ford, yeah, I think she was like 84, but she had cancer. And nobody knew she had cancer.
She didn't tell nobody.
Well, nobody in the church knew. Her family, yeah, she's still coming to church. Well, her son would bring her, because she had a stroke a few years ago. So she had stopped coming regularly. But, once she got better, her son was bringing her. But her 3 daughters still go. 2 of her daughters sing on the choir. One of her daughters is a trustee. So, yeah, they still come. I'm going to tell you, that's... It's about to stop. Stop this camera. Stop this camera. Hurry up. Because I shouldn't even say what I was going to say. But stop this camera. Hurry up.
Everybody, have a great weekend. And look forward to that video with Lena Wade.